is glorious. And honestly, I don't know where else you could find it. You know, I know there's times where this is good, but I mean, this is really good to me. Once to me I've tasted, I can't be satisfied. I cannot be content anymore just to go and not experience God's presence like that. Where was I? The negative part of the whole thing, one of them, is that there's a couple bars around. I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as Chinatown. But we're going to go check it out tonight after the meeting and see what all it looks like at night time. But you know, God's given us favor already with the gal that we talked with, and you know, it's time to get a room going again, and it's time that we start to have our own place, and we're going to continue to have guest speakers and continue to have conferences and expand, and prayerfully even get a hospital visitation team together, that when someone's hurt, you know, we can just get on the phone and say, hey, you know, so-and-so, go for it. I believe we can get some cards to where you can get okay to get into the hospital to go pray for people. And, you know, our heart is to reach out to the city, but to have that place. And we really want to start even, you know, being able to go to even the tourists. Because God said, don't limit yourself to the islands. You know, because he said, I'm the God of the whole world. And he said, I'm the Lord of these islands, not man and not man's tradition. So, just, you know, let your friends know if you've been blessed by what's taken place, because this is only the beginning. I know what I was going to say. When we go somewhere on this coming Sunday, we were in Maui, and in one weekend, the healing room was birthed. The directors, the assistant directors, the church opened up their doors to have a place. The team, 10 team members in the weekend. Just like that, it was just so quick. And then we were able to share at the, I can't remember, my brain's going, I can't remember her name.
Joanne?
Joanne.
I'm sorry for my wife.
Pastor Joanne's church. It was just, I know. So her and her husband started a little church, and they just got a little building they were renting, and we got to be the first speakers, and Nick and Faye came with us, and I'm telling you what, we all just cried. You know, and God's just so good. It felt like we were in Vietnam. Even though we're in Hawaii, the nations are here.
Right.
And we were happy, and we were just so thankful to be part of, we're connected, and I love to be.
Marshallese Church in this building. You were talking.
Yeah, there's a Holy Ghost on fire church. There's a Korean church and a Marshallese church.
Yeah, right there.
Yes. That's where the building is. And then next Sunday, we're going over to New Beginnings. Do you know what favor God has given us? That we're close enough to the pastors that when they leave town, they will ask John and I to come and be there to take over. That's favor. Because when you can go somewhere and know that your body and your family is safe. This has taken 7 years for us to be able to know, because you know what? There's been so much coming and going in the islands. Sometimes people get close and they go, oh, how long are you going to stay? You're going to go too. No, God has placed us here. We're not moving, like John said. We're not going anywhere. The next Saturday after that, the first Saturday of July, we're going to be in a Chinese church on a Saturday night. And, you know, it's awesome, just what God is starting to do again. And I say that because once you start working with the team, not only do you get to see lives changed in the rooms, when we do these meetings, we want to be able to have, not like just exclusive, I don't mean to, I mean, I go somewhere and I feel like, oh, well, you know, it's it's just only them. I don't want people to feel like that, but we want to train you in the rooms to be able to do all things for all people, and then come up here and feel comfortable praying for people, ministering to them, and then you're taking another step to go to the churches. When John and I go to minister, guess what? We want the team to come with us, if possible. That's why when we fill out the forms for the pastor, they give the okay, because if you do have a pastor, he knows you're involved with the healing rooms, and we want to bless the city. We want, when people come and get saved, we want to be able to send them to churches. We don't want to be a threat to anybody. So that then you're able to come into a church situation and come on up and be introduced and be able to pray for those. Then, if you're able to come to the other islands, because we did get asked to come back to Maui, because now there's another upcountry church that wants to start a healing room. Next thing, we're going to go to Kauai, but then we're going to Samoa, and we want to go to Fiji and Tonga. Now, some of the places we're going to be training and placing the seeds, but we'll be back. So this, even though it looks like a small thing, it's not. There's 570 healing rooms now around the world, and every single one of them has that same heart and same love. And anyway, I just, I was thinking of Bill Johnson, and like my father right now is in ICU again. He still hasn't gotten out of the hospital, and he could be getting ready to go see Jesus. My sister's leaving tomorrow from Tulsa to go to Palm Desert, and I remember a couple times at reading different things, or like John talked about tonight, worship. It's wonderful, like when everything's going good and we give God thanks. But can we thank Him even as we come out of all the hardest things, or the things that have hurt us the most, after we feel like we've gained a little strength and we've asked God's help and tried to forgive? Can we just say thank you to Him? Are we still able to just look up